What's going on, everybody? What's going on tonight? Welcome once again, everybody, to the Big Time Show podcast. It's Monday night. It's 7 o'clock. It's showtime. Y'all know what time it is. Here I am, 7 o'clock on the dot. It's time to go to work. What is going on tonight? Listen, I'm sharing already. I hope that you would help your boy out and share as well. Um, Sharing it out to all these cowboy groups. Hopefully, we can get some people in that might be interested in what I have to say as far as Dallas Cowboy content goes on this evening. Hope that your Monday night has went well so far. Hope that I don't bore you too long, and hopefully we'll have a little fun here, and then we'll get ready to go to bed and do it all over again on tomorrow. Listen, I am on Podbean right now, live. I am on Facebook. Excuse me. I am on the Spotlight Sports Network as we speak. I am presently on the Spotlight Sports Network YouTube page, as well as my own YouTube page, the Big Time Show page. I am on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. I'm somewhere everywhere. I'm on, where else am I? I don't know. But I'm here tonight. Hope that you guys will. What Prince used to say, dig if you will the picture. I wish y'all would dig if you will the picture of the state of the Dallas Cowboys as we are getting so much closer to week one against Tampa Bay. Um, a lot of things are happening as far as I'm concerned, because I'll go ahead and start the show off. I hope you guys are sharing. Um, Listen, y'all forgive me. I'm a little older. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these young Cowboy fans. I'm older. I'm just older. So in my life I'm a little older. Y'all help me out here before y'all help me out. Help me get some clarity here. If you do the same things over and over again the same way, why are you, why should we expect different results? Can am I wrong? Am I off when I say that? I know I'm older, but am I becoming delusional by asking that question? If you do the same things over and over again the same way, but you are expecting a different result, in that what they define as insanity? Somebody help me real quick. Because if that's not the case, then I'm about to waste a lot of y'all time talking about this. I don't understand. And like I said, I hate to be the the bearer of bad news, or I hate to be the person that uh comes and puts the proverbial pin in your balloon. uh uh, I hate to do that, but somebody in cowboy land got to be realistic. Now I appreciate the optimism, and I appreciate, I get it, but good God, we've been doing this thing for a while now, and I'm starting to see the same exact things over and over and over and over and over and over again. First of all, let's start up at the top. Okay, I already know the news of what went on today. I already heard. It's not ironic. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the first day of pads come on, the first day that they wear pads, and quite naturally, somebody go down. It never fails. This is a common thread, not only with the Dallas Cowboys, but it's common for everywhere. Everybody has injuries. I get it. Everybody has injuries. That's it's no surprise. Some have, of course, uh, season-ending injuries, of course, and then you get some that put you out for a few months and all that kind of stuff. So, if you haven't heard by today, James Washington had a foot injury, or some type of Jones injury, and they're already saying, at least I've seen the social media, somebody reported that he's going to be out at least 2 months, supposedly. Um, you know what you expect. It's injury time. Let me say this. However, I know we didn't have no business really concentrating on James Washington. But if you know anything about James Washington, this really ain't no surprise. James Washington stay hurt. This is nothing new. The Pittsburgh Steelers would have told us to say, "Hey, y'all get what you can out of him because he ain't gonna be able to stay long." And I'd be dang. There it is. Some folks are just more prone to injury than others. The Sean Lees of the world, the Leighton Vander Esch's of the world. These guys, they just stay hurt. It's just something about them, you know. And true to form, James Washington already hurt. Already. Also today, it was reported that Javon Curse, I'm sorry, limped off the field. He didn't come back to practice. There's nothing really to report there as of now. They say he limped off the field. Could be cramps, could be an injury. Who knows? But you expect this now with the intensity of practice. These guys, everybody all American in shorts. See what I'm saying? You didn't hear about this when they was in shorts. Nothing. Everything was perfect. Everybody, perfect. Now all of a sudden the pads come on. Here we go. So it's not a surprise, and then it's not a surprise about Washington being hurt. He always is hurt. All you got to do is look back at his stats for Pittsburgh. You'll see how many games he played, and you know how many games we have in a season. It'll explain everything, and then he's young. So no surprise there. However, it does bring up something. You see, Jerry Jones is doing what he does best. And maybe it's because the Cowboys, once again, are ranked the most valuable franchise in all of sports. They lead everybody over the Yankees. I believe the New York Yankees are second. The Cowboys had the most valuable franchise in the world. And when you do that, you can't tell Jerry Jones nothing. He paid however much he paid for the Cowboys back in 1989, triple digits, $1 million, nines over 4 or 5, whatever it is, $1 billion. You can't tell Jerry nothing. You just can't. And you can't tell him he's doing nothing wrong. He all he looking at is I'm not saying he don't want to win, but the check speak for itself. This man has turned this franchise into billions. I mean, you can't argue with it. This man is unbelievable in business. So it's no doubt about that. But he wants to be a general manager. He wants to be the man. He wants to be the executive of the year and all that kind of stuff. And he talks too much. I'm going back a couple days now. Did y'all hear that Jerry Jones was talking about what and how we're going to use Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear him say that Zeke needs to be the number one option? number one option running the football. I thought that's the way it always supposed to have been. I mean, like, you ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? What wasn't Zeke supposed to be the number one running back and all that kind of stuff? That ain't nothing new. Then he says about Pollard, he says Pollard is supposed to be, so Pollard's supposed to be, he's gonna have to get more touches and all that. Excuse me. Didn't we say all that last year? I mean, come on now. But then he upped the ante and said that Pollard should be used as a wide receiver. And he said it boldly, as if he's calling the plays. And I said to myself, number one, why are you talking so much? That's the first thing. We don't need you to play poker. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not true, we don't need you to play poker. Why don't you just, get on your yacht and just sail away? Just let the football people do the football things. It just does not make any sense to me. Why he got to give the offensive game plan? We gonna line him up at receiver. He should be more like a receiver. How about you let McCarthy and Kellen Moore do all that? Why don't you just be quiet? You don't. We think Zeke all that. First of all, haven't we heard all this before? Haven't we heard this same talk? I've heard this same talk. I know for at least a minimum of 2 to 3 years. I know I have. Is Zeke gonna get the ball? We're gonna run the ball more. Tony Pollard needs to touch the ball more. I mean, I've heard this for the last 2, 3 years. I mean, maybe I know y'all done heard it because y'all Cowboy fans like I am. You heard all this. Why are we doing all this? What's up, Keith? Why are we? And then I be on all these groups. I mean, I promise you, I'm not exaggerating, man. I'm all on these groups, and I'm just listening at these folks. Well, not listening, reading all these comments that they're making, and I'm like, hello, have y'all forgotten? Y'all getting excited over Dak. I thought we don't want Dak to throw the ball 50 times. What's going on here? I thought everybody had a consensus say we need to run the ball more. I thought everybody said, look, Ezekiel need to get the ball more than 12 times a game. I thought that's what we were saying. I thought everybody was saying Tony Pollard need to get the ball, especially in the playoff game, more than 4 times a game. I thought that we all agreed we need to run the football. Why is everybody crawling up talking about Dak is going to have this great year? Dak. Dak's supposed to be down in yards this year. I don't understand. I don't understand Cowboy Nation. We don't have the same offense that we had last year. We got question marks everywhere on this offense. Everywhere. We got question marks at the wide receiver position. We got question marks at the tight end position. We got question marks on the offensive line. This is not the same team from last year that won 12 games. How in the world y'all hollering out Dak for MVP? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. When it's obvious what should happen. The ball is supposed to be ran this year. But we said that last year. And then I'll be looking and seeing how everybody talking and saying the offense is gonna be just fine. We won't miss Cooper. CeeDee Lamb is gonna do it. I'm not doubting it. CeeDee Lamb is gonna do this. The offense will be fine. Dak is gonna have an amazing big year. And I'm sitting there saying, like, have y'all forgot that Kellen Moore is still our offensive coordinator? That same one. Yeah. That same Kellen Moore. And I'm saying, like, he ain't never ran the ball. He ain't never been physical in play calling. He's finesse. Y'all know that. I'm trying to figure out what am I missing something? I mean, did I miss a signing? Did I miss something? I'm trying to figure out why everybody so hyped. I'm hyped about the defense. I'll say that. I am hyped about that. I'm expecting a big push this year. I'm expecting us to be a top 10, top 5, possibly defense this year. I'm expecting that, barring injury, of course. Barring injury, I'm expecting this defense to take another huge jump where we are starting to look a little dominant week by week. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about teams having a hard time moving the ball. This is the kind of defense I'm looking for this year. And I'm trying to figure out, why is everybody acting like y'all don't know who our offensive coordinator is? I'm having a hard time understanding this. I'm having a hard time understanding. I'm also having a hard time understanding that most of you have said over the years, I'm trying to keep y'all blood pressure down. That's what I'm trying to do. Y'all done said that Jerry Jones need to get out the way. That's what y'all done said over the years. He's still there. Why are y'all expecting something different? Y'all don't like me tonight, but I'm trying to get y'all. So y'all looking at all these, y'all looking at, oh my God, we got Sam Williams. Oh my God, we got John Ridgeway. Oh my God, we got the Tyler Smith, new guard in. Oh my God, we got CeeDee Lamb gonna take over number one. Oh my God, we Dak is lost weight. Dak has more zip on his throws, and Dak is moving around pain free. And Dak. Have y'all forgot who calling the plays? Hello? Hello? Have y'all forgot that Kellen Moore is still calling plays? So it make no difference how much talent you got if you don't have the right person driving the car. You can have the NFC Pro Bowl team as your team. And if you got somebody that don't know how to call plays correctly all game long, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get beat. You're going to struggle. I'm trying to figure out why everybody, they all hype. What you hype? I mean, why Jerry's still in place? Y'all talking about James Washington is out. Okay. Broken foot, it looks like. Fractured foot. Okay, why y'all expecting big names to come fill in or a trade to go down? Y'all know what Stephen Jones gonna do. Would y'all stop it? Stephen Jones is gonna go find a crackerjack wide receiver that you probably ain't heard the name of, and if you have, it's just a mediocre signing. You know he ain't spending no money on a wide receiver. He just gonna reach up. Matter of fact, they ain't gonna buy nobody because all it did, they gonna put Semi in, and then all y'all got hype about TJ Vassar catching the ball one hand and all that in the red zone. They just gonna step up. Stephen Johnson gonna get nobody. Nobody. If he do, it's gonna be somebody off somebody else's practice squad. So when this first cut happen, if they need to fill in, Steven to go get somebody right then and there. Let's just stop it. Here's my question, y'all. If you've been hanging with me, you have heard me say this, and I think this definitely fits now, what I'm getting ready to say. You have heard me say for the last few years that this team, because of the roster that it had, this team and the talent that they had would have to override all bad front office decisions and bad coaching. Because if you got so much talent, sometimes the bad play call could be called, and yet they'll throw a 2-yard pass, but the talent level is so great that they break one tackle. The next thing you know, they hitting the head on the goal post because they done ran for 65 yards for a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. A talent like Michael Parsons erases bad decisions, bad play calls, because he's so gifted. That's what I've said before. But here's my question tonight, especially on the offensive side of the ball. What happened when you don't have the talent? I mean, uh, y'all talked about Tyler Biadasz so bad last year from the center position. Y'all forgot he's still on the team. He's still there. I hope he better. I've already been on record saying that Tyler Smith, our first round draft pick, is going to be a Pro Bowler this year. And just in case you don't know, there's a little Instagram clip out where he pancaked Tristan Hill today. So he's still strong as a bull. He got dog in him. I'm expecting him to have a Pro Bowl year in his rookie year. But at the same time, he's a rookie. How I know he's going to do that? I don't know. I ain't seen nothing yet. I got to see him against Tampa first. That was just my bold prediction. I don't know how he going to act. I don't know. You don't know either. I don't know. I'm saying he gonna be the man, but I don't know. I mean, let's go on to the obvious one. How many games Tyron Smith gonna play? Yeah, that same Tyron Smith to get hurt every year. Now our left tackle. I mean, how many games y'all think he gonna play? And then once it happens, who's our backup? See, what happened, y'all, when the talent? Because the offense is not as talented as they were last year. Nowhere close. What happened when the talent level is not good? And then you mix it up with the bad coaching and the horrible front office and all that. What happened then? This is what we getting ready to find out. Your prayer tonight ought to be to keep these guys as injury free as possible, especially on the offensive side of the ball. See, if Javon Curse goes down like he did today, he walk out there and guess what? You got Donovan Wilson. See what I'm saying? I see you, Keith Harrell. Keith, I'm sorry. Keith Harrell asked a question. My question is, when it's 3rd and 4, why not run the ball, but we always throwing the ball? Why? I got a better question than that, Keith. See, you thought you said something right there. Let me take it up a notch for you. How about why is it on 1st and goal from the 2-yard line? Why are we in shotgun all the time? How about 2nd down and goal from inside the 5? Why are we in shotgun? I mean, your linemen are already in pass blocking stage. I thought we had such a pretty decent line last year. Don't it make sense from the 1 or 2-yard line? Do you think that the offensive line ought to get the opportunity to lay on somebody, hit them, drive them back maybe about a good yard or 2 instead of lining up in shotgun, passing the ball from the 1-yard line, trying to pad up Dak Prescott's stats? Man, I don't care if you're getting paid $40 million. Man, forget that. He will never be the MVP of this league. There's too many other quarterbacks that will get way more credit before they get that type of credit to Dak. Most of them in the AFC. Give me a break. He is not going to be MVP. He's a complimentary quarterback. He's a good one, but he's not like, he'll, even though he had 37 touchdowns, okay? I give it that. And, but some of them 37 shouldn't even happen because we was inside the 5-yard line and you pass him. That's Kellen Moore. Finesse. A finesse guy. You see what I'm saying? He should never, Dak Prescott should never have. It's like you're trying to get him to 40 touchdowns so you can say he got the same, he in the neighborhood of Aaron Rodgers with 40 plus touchdowns. Man, forget that. If Dak Prescott got 40 touchdowns, if Dak Prescott got 5,000 yards or close to 5,000 yards, that ain't what we want. That it might be something what y'all want, but that tells me we ain't gonna win. It's not. We don't have that type of talent no more on for wide receivers. I see you said. I know you happy. Said Moore just said he got Deebo Samuel. He's a 49 fan. I get it. I mean, I don't know why we expecting different when the track record shows that Kellen Moore is Kellen Moore, and it's okay. It just stop putting the expectations on him like all of a sudden he's going to turn into the Tennessee Titans, like you gonna run Ezekiel Elliott, like Tennessee run Derrick Henry. That's not gonna happen. It's not. Tennessee has a loaded box every game. Derrick Henry has never seen a defense that didn't line up 8 to 9 people at the line. Guess what Tennessee say? We don't care. We're going to run it anyway. Dak Prescott will see 8 men in the box, won't even try to run it. Won't even try to run it. Check into another play. Please, if they do run the 8 in the box and you get a half a yard, Kellen Moore throws away the running game. We done seen this out for the last 2-3 years. Why are we expecting all of a sudden that Kellen Moore is all of a sudden just for the go all in, just running the ball 30 times a game? Please, he's never done that. He's not built like that. And it's okay. But we gotta be realistic. I'm already predicting the Tampa Bay game. I'm already predicting, just like last year, because they said the same thing last year. We got to run the ball. We got to keep Brady off the field. We got to slow the game down. We got to make sure Brady don't get the ball. Man, Dak Prescott threw the ball 50 times. Give me a break. They didn't try to run the ball. See what I'm saying? Why are we acting like? I love everybody everybody optimism. I get it, but somebody in Cowboy land got to be realistic. And y'all know me. Y'all know I'm gonna call it like it is. I dare anybody try to take my Cowboy card. I've been on the field a long time. I'm 49 years old. I'm going all the way back to the 70s with them. Stop. Leave me alone. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm a realistic Cowboy fan. I got Jerry Jones in the front office. I got cheap crackerjack goodwill buying free agent Stephen Jones in the back there. I still got Kellen Moore as my offensive coordinator. I still got Mike McCarthy, who ain't doing no but holding headsets like I got on right now because he has no input on offense. That's Kellen Moore's offense. He don't call plays, which is his best attribute. He can't do that because Kellen Moore runs the offense. It was Coach McCarthy that said, whoever installs the plays, that's who calls the plays. That's what he said last year. Y'all remember that? Since that's the case, I have no choice but to look at Kellen Moore. The only thing that I'm excited about is the defense. I'm not excited about the offense because I already know what Kellen Moore going to do. We're going to look at our box score. Y'all going to have y'all phones just like this. Y'all going to dial in and look at the box score, and then y'all going to be acting like y'all shocked to see that Ezekiel Elliott only got the ball 12 times and Tony Pollard only got the ball 7. Y'all going to act like y'all surprised. And then y'all going to come see me, and I'm going to be just like this. I'm going to say, What I tell y'all? Week 1, Tampa. That very next Monday, because that's when I come on, Mondays at 7, I'm going to be just like this. I'm going to be saying, what I tell y'all? Y'all going to be all the, we need to get a ball to Zeke. I'm saying, when have we ever gave the ball to Zeke? The stats don't lie. We ain't been down. We ain't been down. Look, we ain't been down 25 to nothing every game. A lot of game were close. We just refused to run the ball. He lined up a shotgun, run bubble screens, run screen plays, run a a dig route, run a little crossing route, run a slant. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. He don't run the ball. Got an obvious weapon in Tony Pollard. Won't use him. When you run the ball, Zeke, you run straight up the book, right behind the center. Zeke, just bang in there. Just bang in there. Hope you get about 2-3 yards. We gotta wear him down. Gotta wear him down. Just bang in there, Zeke. I mean, come on now. No innovation in the running game. None. None. Huh? We are asking. I mean, we are asking something of someone that it is not in him. And God bless him, because the other side of it is that a lot of Cowboy fans will come and say, "Well, he got the number 1 offense in the league." And look, again, stats don't lie. He does have it. He did have the number 1 offense. He did. But when the games got tight and you started playing some dogs, it shut that offense down because it took it all away. I just don't get it. And see, with the entry of James Washington now, this is just a little small, slight preview that's gonna shine the light on one. I guess since Jerry want to be the GM, we got to throw his name in, and in particular, Stephen Jones, because we had opportunities to make this team better. Instead, when the James Washington goes down, okay, that opens up the door for maybe somebody like Simi or TJ Vassar. Okay, that's fine. But that's just one injury. What happens if I don't like to say it, but yeah, y'all can throw some names. What if CD go down? What we got? What we got? You're asking a lot for guys to stay, don't get, for them not to get hurt at all. I mean, what I mean, where is the depth? I mean, you want to be a GM, Jerry and Steven, where is the depth? See, the depth is there on the defensive side. Like y'all heard today that Kurtz, of course, limped out of practice and then come back. Okay, Donovan Wilson come in. That ain't a bad drop off. That's not a bad drop off. So now with Washington going down, when we signed him, the expectation was that he would be battling for right now for the number 2 wide receiver position, because Gallup, of course, is out. All right. So now you're forcing me to depend on a rookie in Tolbert, and then you're asking me, everybody getting excited about TJ Vassar, jumping up in there and grabbing one over, over Kelvin Joseph. Let me tell y'all something. TJ Vassar been jumping all the time. This ain't the first year. Come on. TJ Vassar, this ain't the first time he jumped up there and got a ball. He could jump last year. If he was that good, guess what? He would have been on the roster. He never made the roster. And I understand we had a real deep wide receiver bunch last year. I get that. I get it. But TJ Vassar ain't never been on no roster. He been jumping all the time. That ain't nothing new. And if his appearance on a roster is dependent upon somebody getting hurt, you know what they tell me? It tell me he ain't that good. Now y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. If I got to do, if the only way I can get on the roster is somebody go down, that tell me you're not that good. Well, you one of the best in the world. I mean, all these guys are good, but I'm saying to make the roster, you're not good enough to make the roster. I want to correct myself. These guys are good. That's all they tell me. The offensive side of the football, there is no depth. There's no depth. I'm sorry. I've been talking. I ain't even looked at the comments. Let me go to some of these comments over here. I apologize. Somebody said something. Was it Karam? Karam said this. Karam said, "Why can't the Cowboys have a real GM, Doug? Because Jerry Jones don't want to give up no power." That's an easy one. Which leads to the fact, which leads to this. Because a lot of folk, Cowboy fans, are counting down the days. Like I said before, I've already told y'all, if the Cowboys get off to a slow start, I'm not sure Coach McCarthy gonna make it to the bye week. Now that's just me. Because the heat will be on so well. You let the Cowboys start off with only 2-5 or 3-4 and all that kind of stuff. Watch what happens. Oh, the ESPN gonna be lighting it up. Fox gonna be lighting it up. They're gonna be calling Sean Payton name. And some of y'all Cowboy fans, some of y'all want Sean Payton. But hello, you've been with the Cowboys for 20 some odd years. Haven't y'all figured out that Jerry Jones does not like a strong will coach? Y'all know that. He wants all the credit. Y'all ain't like y'all done forgot that. Jerry Jones ain't giving up no power to Sean Payton because that's what it's going to have to take to get a Sean Payton here. Let's just kill that. The next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, if something was to happen this year with McCarthy, is right there on the bench. His name is Dan Quinn. That's gonna be your coach. Not a bad choice either. I mean, other players love him. See what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with Dan Quinn. I love the way he turned things around. Guys run through a wall for him. I love Dan Quinn. I appreciate him. But there ain't gonna be no Sean Payton. Coach Marv is in the house. Coach said, "We standing here on the table demanding for a vet wide receiver, but sit down whispering for a vet. We're whispering for a veteran linebacker." We've been talking about that all the time. We do. See, this is the front office. See, it's just to me common sense. Okay, let's go down the linebacker. This is what coach is talking about. Let's go down the linebacker room. Michael Parsons, the only one that you can put a, you ain't worried about that one as of now. Okay, you ain't worried about Luke Gifford and and Francis Bernard, but they are there, but they don't never get on the field anyway. So we just, those two, you move them down. Now, what's the rest is we draft a kid out of LSU who ain't gonna play this year. He had a fusion surgery, same surgery I had. Hopefully his is better than what I have. You got Jabril Cox coming off a knee injury. And Jabril Cox he got in some plays at linebacker, but he really is essentially gonna be a rookie playing linebacker. You know, when you're playing on that level, it ain't the athleticism you need to worry about. You need to worry about his eyes to make sure that he don't get fooled all the time. Because that's what the quarterback's going to be trying to do. You're going to bite on this little pump fake. You're going to, do you know your assignment? Maybe we can confuse you with some misdirection. Maybe we can confuse you with a reverse or something like that. He's going to really be a rookie if that's our starter. Then you got soft, Krispy Kreme, softness, LVE, who stay hurt too. So you telling me that 2 of my starting possible starters are injury prone? Where's the depth? This is what Coach Price is talking about. Where's the depth? You had a chance to get Bobby Wagner. You know, that name costs too much. So you know that Stephen Jones. You know you ain't paying for that. Had a chance to get Von Miller, who said himself he wanted to come to Dallas. You let that go. You ain't want to. You know, that name costs too much. We don't want Hall of Famers. What we want is pick pack. What we want is Jiffy Lube free agents. We don't want no. We don't want the Hall of Famers. No. We don't want impact players. We want to get guys, and hopefully they will grow, and hopefully they will, just progress. That's what we want. That's Stephen Jones' way. You can tell by the signings that we have. We believe in Cox. Okay, we believe in Cox. And God bless Cox. Hopefully that his knee injury is fully healed and he's confident and all that kind of stuff. But you had a chance to get Anthony Barr. He was sitting right there. Still is. But Karam, I ain't trying to make you laugh. I'm just if the facts make you laugh, then I'll be your comedian. I'm just telling the truth. If Anthony Barr still sitting there. He's still sitting there. Hitchens is still sitting there. I mean, hello. I just don't get it. Where's the depth? But see, I got a great defensive coordinator that knows what he's doing. So he's, because of his coaching ability and the way that he calls defense, is able to put a Band-Aid on the front office positions. See, I'm good with that. Dan Quinn took us from the last ranked defense to the 12th. That's significant jump. That tells you he knows what he's doing. I'm good with that. And we nowhere near as talented as we are now. But here's my question. Where's that same coaching acumen on the offensive side of the ball? That when you don't have the players, your scheme, your play calling can make up for the lack of talent. That's the question right there. We don't have that on offense. Now the front office is saying this. Now look at this. Now what they're gonna say is this. This is because the questions, y'all gonna see the interviews and stuff like this. Somebody gonna ask the question, okay, James Washington is out. Are the Cowboys interested in looking outside? No, you know what they're gonna say. We got everybody right here. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's just a chance, next man up mentality. Next man up. TJ Vasher, it's an opportunity for him. Simi, Fico, whatever his name is. He got a chance to step up right here. Mr. Jones, there's no one out there that you perhaps are looking at. Well, free agent acquisition is always available all year long. We're always looking. Yeah, Karan, there it is. We like our guys. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Karan. Because see that being you'd been listening too when you say that. We love our guys. Yeah, we love our guys. We have the guys that we need. We have the guys that we need. We don't need to look outside. No. No. We believe in our program. We believe in our draft and development. Yeah. Sammy's been with us for 3 years. Man ain't even tied his cleats on the field yet. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Sammy's been with us for 2 years. TJ Vasher, tall guy, rangy, can jump out of the gym. This is his chance to do it. And I'm like, and God bless TJ Vasher and Simi and these guys. I'm just saying, it's kind of like the linebackers. Francis Bernard, solid guys. Luke Gifford, solid guys, linebacker. But look, they ain't never got on the field. It's a reason why. They haven't been on the field. It's a reason why they only been regulated to special teams play. It's a reason why. Hello. LVE, the wind blow too hard. He talking about his neck hurt now. And God bless him. I don't mean to be funny there, but when you have a neck fusion type surgery, the last thing as a linebacker, because you're going to use your head and neck hitting people. It can't be right. Why is it? Why would look front of? Why would you give X amount of dollars to a guy that obviously can't stay on the field? He's not that much of an impact player. He had one great year, his rookie year, where he was an all-pro. After that, we ain't heard nothing from LVE. I ain't seen him do the wolf hunter thing in 2 years. And that's with Dan Quinn. I haven't seen him do nothing. Yeah. And so to say, I'm this is getting ready to shine a light. I'm hoping that the guys can stay healthy. Kermit brings up a point. And y'all may fool y'all with this. Kermit said that it just came out today, the Cowboys most valuable franchise in the world, sports franchise in the world, worth over $7 billion. He says, I guess that's more important than winning. Well, Jerry Jones ain't sad. I think the price tag when he bought the Cowboys was a less than $200 million. I think that's what it was. Less than $200 million. And now, from 89 to 2022, the price tag now is $7 billion. Oh, Jerry's very happy. Jerry's very happy. He is. But see, a lot of people, Kermit, now let me tell you the difference. See, I'm going all the way back to the 90s. Please understand this. A lot of people want to sometimes you thinking that you can associate yourself with a bunch of dogs and then you want to take the credit. See, Jimmy Johnson was a dog. Jimmy Johnson knows nothing but winning. From Miami, it kills him to lose. Jimmy Johnson wants to win. Jerry Jones just along for the ride. But he got some credit for it. He wanted to take the credit for it. It was because of Jimmy Johnson, that dogism that he had in him. Jerry just associated with himself. And he thought he could do the same thing. Come on now. You see what it done got us. Come on now. Ron, you 26. I'm 49 years old. So I done seen it all. I done seen it. So it's just amazing to me. He's allowed Stephen Jones to do it his way, because the way he do it sure ain't Jerry. But it is what it is, y'all. The GM, again, we're about to find out with the injury now. This light is getting ready to shine back on the front office, and there going to be some questions like, why didn't y'all take care of the team? Like, where's the depth? It ain't got to be an all-pro. Give me somebody. Find me another Cedric Wilson. Cedric ain't no Pro Bowler. Cedric's not an all-pro, but Cedric is a good football player. Where is he at? Find me that. I see it, Karan. For those that are just checking in, James Washington is out for 2 months, and that's just minimum. But James Washington ain't never been a healthy guy anyway. Never. So it's no surprise to me. They saying 2 months, but before you know it, Jane Washington come out here and say that it's just not right. He's not comfortable. It might be longer than that. And by that time, hopefully Tolbert would have established himself. Hopefully Feet Semi, because they saying he having a great camp. Vassar, of course, is having a great camp. Noah Brown is still there. Noah's solid. We just ain't got nobody gonna take the top off the defense. That's what we ain't gonna have. So we really are gonna be a grinded out type football team. I just hope Kellen Moore adds in with the grind by running the football, which he never does. I'm just gonna sit back because I ain't expecting it. I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting an 8-man box there, 8-9-man box. Kellen Moore is gonna give up on it, and before you know it, Dak Prescott gonna throw the ball 50 times a game. I done seen it too many times. I don't have no confidence in him. None. And he very well still may have a top 5 offense. But I'm not convinced. I see you, Nuke. My frat on here. Well, what'd you say, how not letting Cooper go is really big. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, I mean, see everybody talking about you will have some problems when you let go of an Amari Cooper. Yes, you will. He's that good. You don't get better by letting Amari Cooper go. No. You don't get better. You don't remain the same. Amari Cooper demands a double team. He made it easier for. Listen, you know who benefited the most from Amari Cooper? The one that y'all think is a top 5 tight end, Dalton Schultz. I mean, I'm a defensive coordinator. If I got Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Wilson, Michael Gallup out there, and Dalton Schultz out there at the same time, which one you think I'm gonna let catch the ball? Come on, y'all. Of course, he was easy for Dalton Schultz because he was open because all the attention was elsewhere. Sometimes it's more than just you got 70 or 80 catches. It all depends on who you playing with. Let's see Dalton Schultz do it this year. So some of y'all think he the guy. Okay. Let's see. Now your supposed number 2 receiver gone. So it's just Lamb now. Oh, it's Lamb now. Tolbert has to prove it as a rookie. So we don't know nothing about him yet. We got to figure that out. We got to see, what we're going to have there. We got to find out how much damage Semi or TJ Vassar or Noah Brown really going to cause before we really just say, okay, we ready. Huh? Oh, we didn't have a chance, Nuke, with getting Debo. We ain't had no of that. That was just Debo did right. He just played poker with the 49ers and he won. We weren't never really in the. We weren't nobody really was in that. Same thing with everybody talking about Metcalf from Seattle. Man, we didn't have no choice. We didn't have no chance to get DK. It wasn't even on there. He was playing poker too with Seattle. Give me a break. Cowboy fans wanted everybody. No. We ain't doing that. So I don't get Jerry Jones. Well, I get it. I've seen it for years. It's just another layer to this book, another chapter to this book where I really believe that little injuries like this is going to shine a light on how horrible. I ain't talking about the draft. Oh, we great in the draft now. We good in the draft because Will McClay over there. See what I'm saying? We're good in the draft. We're all happy when we draft now. It's after the draft where our problems start. Free agency and all that kind of stuff. That's where our problem is. too far up on. That's why y'all seeing that stuff right there. I can't bag up. I'm gonna knock my screen down. That's why y'all seeing all that stuff there. So y'all, y'all just deal with it. I have it right next tomorrow. I mean, when I come back, I don't like that. It's getting on my nerves too. But it is what it is. All right. James Washington go down. Let's hope that he can come back in 2 months, and let's hope that if we have any more injuries, which we will, let's just hope that it's not season ending or a long period of time injury. But what's up, Greg? I see you. Just hope that the injuries do not hinder us, because I'm telling y'all, especially on the offensive side of the ball. See, another name that I didn't even bring up, the kid, the offensive tackle, Matt, forgive me for not saying his name right, start with a W, the rookie, who we drafted. He's hurt. You know what I'm saying? So even some of our quote unquote backup guys, backup linemen, potential swing tackles, they already hurt. We don't have the depth. I think we got the depth at the safety position, because see, if Kurtz go down, everybody loves Donovan and loves Marquise Bell. That we good on safeties. Cornerbacks, we still pretty good there. Linebackers, no sir. Defensive line, we're good. See, the defense is pretty decent. We're good on defense, depth wise. Offense though, oh my God, we can't afford an injury. The only person that we really have that you can put just a little stock in probably is Connor McGovern. That's it. You know, the truth be told, when it comes to the running back position, we don't give him the chance. But let me tell y'all something. Rico Dowd is a bona fide running back who should get touches. And there's an argument that could be made that he ought to be the number 2 running back. Now, y'all, I'm just telling y'all, because it's not that much of a difference between him and Zeke. He's faster, a little faster than Zeke. He's a powerful running back. Tony Pollard, it could be used like Debo, if you wanted to say that. That's how he was here in Memphis. We know he can run the ball, but I'm telling you, Rico Dowd can flat out run the ball. So I mean that we all right, even running back. I ain't got to say nothing about that. Who is it Cooper Rush? Cooper Rush is our backup still. Okay. He won a game. I'll give him that. Okay. Center. I don't know who that's that flex position mess. I don't know who's our guy. I don't know. Offense ain't wide receiver. We're suffering. We're suffering. I thought they learned from a couple years ago about this wide receiver by committee. I thought they learned about it. I thought they learned. I thought they learned. That's why you traded the guy Cooper in the first place. I thought they learned that. You paid this quarterback all this money, then you go back to the wide receiver by committee thing. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, all the receivers hurt. Michael Gallup get hurt every year now. You know. All right. Y'all stay tuned. The front office, or the lack of the front office doing what front offices should do, is getting ready slowly but surely. It's starting to show itself with some of these injuries that we're seeing. All right, I'm done. Phone line open. That is, you're on Podbean. It's there. You see it also. Let me get myself set up on the phone here. You see it on the screen. You can call in on that line there, 901-654-6856. 5-3, I believe the number is. It's right there on the screen. But Podbean is open as well as those lines. I'm done. Let's see what you got to say. Y'all call me crazy. Call me crazy if you want. All right, I see y'all. Okay. I see Coach Marv coming in on Podbean. Knew he was coming. Let me see.
Coach Marv coming in on Podbean.
Go and turn yourself down, Coach Marv. I hear you. What's going on?
What's going on, Big Show?
What's up with you?
Hey man, I got a lot of. I start off with this, man, and I understand what you talk about with the depth, but as I was talking to some people before when they was telling me about talking today about some stuff about the depth. I remember, and see, this is what people they forget. I remember before last season how we was questioning was Cedric Wilson going to finally step up and actually do something, because he was a 6th-round draft pick and he came in and he got hurt his first year and he was on PUB the whole year, and the next year he hurt his knee and he really hadn't done a lot. Was he going to be able to step up in case we had some injuries last year? Well, the Cowboys felt that this guy was progressing and they felt that they had something. There was another guy, number 17, who had a big catch, a couple of big catches in this, and I forget his name, but they let him go. I think he signed with Denver, but he was an undrafted free agent. I understand when people want names, but they got to understand where names come from.
Exactly.
Names come from sometimes, somewhere that you got your opportunity and you made your name. If you was to ask me with this offense or with any team, if we have frontline guys that go down, a CeeDee Lamb or Ezekiel Elliott or Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott or Dak Prescott, you ain't gonna have enough depth to recover that. You may have enough depth to be decent, okay, yep, but you're not gonna be what you were before. If you ask me for my coaching career to look at this team and say, do we have enough offense to be a top 5 offense, or potentially have the same type of scoring power we had last year? Mm-hmm. I would probably say yes. Mm-hmm. I understand what people say when you lose a receiver like Mari Cooper, but I still question the fact of, was it the players that we lost those games, or was how the players was used?
Well,
so if you still not using the players correctly,
yeah, here we go.
It makes no difference who you bring in here.
Yeah, there you go.
So in my statement, when I say we standing on the table demanding, and I've heard all the shows now, this is the phone lines are hot about the receiver thing and getting receivers.
Nope.
And when the phone lines were hot a little bit about the veteran linebacker, it was okay. They wasn't really demanding it, like going crazy and of that nature, but they thought it would be a better, but they always come back to say, well, if we go where we be all right with LVE. Again, I challenge the Cowboy fans. We've been talking for months about the running of the football and the success. We have pointed out that the things I have said on this show, statistically, I would challenge anybody to look them up. They're not something the coach has been saying crazy. 30 attempts when we run the ball, we 50 something in 14 in Dax since 2016. when quarterbacks throw the ball over 30, 40 times in a game in the NFL history, they went 31%. Dak is 9-17 when he throw the ball over 40 attempts. We win 78% of the games when Ezekiel Elliott has 17 or more carries.
Mm-hmm.
We're 30-0 when we run the ball more in a game than we pass it. But we still, as Cowboy fans, fall into the wrap of this quote passing league, and we still push the buttons to say we need this, man. We need to have more wideouts. We need to have, okay, you bring another veteran, T.Y. Hilton. Love him. I won't have no problem if you sign him because I think he's a very good wide receiver. Still got juice. But that's less touches for Tony Pollard, and that's less touches for Ezekiel Elliott. And you're going to find yourself right back in the same spot again of 50 passes a game.
Mm-hmm.
And you will think, you say, well, we'll be successful. I'm just telling you, you'll be doing something that the Cowboys hadn't done in 60 years.
Yep.
So if we want to talk about this team, yes, there's some things that is bad, but I do see talent. Big Show, I'm an old guy too, and I remember the 1992 team. I remember we was on the precipice of our first playoff under Jimmy Johnson, and we beat the Chicago Bears, and I think we went to Detroit and lost. But I remember the talent we had on that team. And I remember the talent wasn't all first-round draft picks. It was guys out of HBCUs. It was guys like Larry Brown that was a 5th or 6th round draft pick. There was guys on the offensive line that was changed positions. But this all comes down to that coaching staff saw talent in guys. As our organization say, they see talent in guys that they have on this roster. But it's to the coach's point of utilizing them the best way for them to be successful.
Yeah.
And if they do that, Cowboy fans, we won't be talking about if a James Washington got hurt. He was we signed him. He came out of college. He had bad years. The last couple of years would have been pretty bad. He always was hurt. Mm-hmm. And he's just $1 million receiver. They signed him for $1 million. Mm-hmm. So if James Washington got hurt, to me, James Washington just have a level of experience. Yeah. But he ain't no better than Tolbert.
No.
So did you lose a lot with James Washington hurt? You lost a point, maybe some depth. Maybe you could have a guy that could be serviceable.
That's all he was. That's all he was in Pittsburgh anyway.
Yes. So we're beating the table down, but I have another problem, and this problem here is bigger than the James Washington. Is 2 problems. One, instead of beating on the table about that, when this offensive tackle went down, we need to sign, yes, a veteran guy to come in here to be an offensive tackle if you see ball is not progressing. Mm-hmm. But this is the other problem I have, and I think the defense is the end all. Big Show, listen to the media. Listen to the Dallas Cowboy direct media. And you will see a groundswell of saying, man, Cox is we're going to see if he can get some playing time. He can add some depth. What they're saying is that he has no chance to start over LVE.
Horrible.
So, yes, I don't think Cox is a thumper, which he has gained some weight, but I know he's a football player. Yep. And I know one thing, his speed and his reaction to things may not be thumper, but it will be much more aggressive than LVE.
Yep.
So if the groundswell is that, well, you're going to see if he can get some playing time, or as I heard on a report yesterday, when a guy in the building, I don't like to say their name, but I don't want to promote them, but they the report. I ain't going to say the first part, but they say they the F report. They in the building. They always in the building. They can talk to people, and they was interviewing LVE.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, LVE, it shows that the more games or more reps you get, the better you get.
Whatever.
So what is that subliminally telling the fans, since this guy has a big following?
Yeah.
That he has to be on the field, to get better.
Follow the money. Follow the money.
And you didn't give him that, but matter of fact, Cox probably making about maybe about $500,000 less than what LVE making this year, because he only got a $2 million contract.
Exactly.
But you sell us this that a $2 million contract, and you sell us that maybe Pittsburgh is going to sign LVE to an $8 million contract, and we lucky to get him back for $2 million. And now you told us about Cox. Cox does surprise you, and he back at the beginning of training camp, and he running around, and now you got to say, well, let's still try to protect LVE's playing time.
Yep.
So, fans, let's remember this: if we utilize those two backs that we got, and we utilize Tony Pollard in the way that he became an all-star in college, and he has showed you in his 4 years here, you have enough offense to be a dominant offense in this league. And I say this one thing, Big Show: the San Francisco 49ers, other than Deebo Samuels and Kittles was out sometimes. He may have some injuries. Deebo missed some games, but their offense did not change, and they got the best out of the rest of their players, and they played well. The Green Bay Packers, that played in 2 NFC Championship games in the last 3 years and been the best team record-wise in the NFC East, in the NFC, had one wide receiver that we can name. The rest of them was role players.
Yep.
They had 2 good running backs, and they had Aaron Rodgers, but nobody thought their offense was suffering, and they won games, and they won 13 to 14 games a year. So we don't need to say we need to add a whole lot of people, because I look at our team, and we got just as much. But if this was another coach coaching this team, y'all wouldn't be saying a word about getting anybody. Yep. And y'all would think the depth would be enough.
Yep. But let me tell you something. There's the problem. It ain't another coach coaching.
And Big Show, let me say this right quick. I'm gonna give you an analogy from the Lakers that tells you this. The Lakers had with Dale Harris, the Lakers O'Neal, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, Elder Campbell, and Kobe Bryant, and got swept in the playoffs in the first round. Yep. Phil Jackson come back in the next year. They got rid of Elder Campbell, Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, and he only had Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant and a collection of role players, and they won 3 championships in a row. Yeah. So you tell me that you need more if you can coach?
It is. Coaching makes the difference. You hit the nail on the head. Appreciate you, Coach. As usual.
All right, Big Show.
Thank you, brother. There it is. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Coach always come in with the bombs, but the problem is that he has a solution, but that's a dream solution. What Coach just gave us because Kellen Moore still is the coach, and I'm not knocking y'all. Greg, let me see Greg. Greg put a whole lot here. Okay, Greg said this is the new age NFL. It's now a passing league. Cowboys have to have a balanced attack. Kellen Moore has to know when to run the ball and when to pass the ball. Cowboys can't force the run. The Cowboys can't fall in love with the passing game. Cowboys coaching staff, McCarthy and Moore, have used the talent on the Cowboys, especially on offense. It's just my theory. Let's go sentence by sentence, Greg. This is the new age NFL. I'll give you that in the regular season, but when we get to postseason, teams that run the football well goes deep in the playoffs. That's been proven forever. You say it's now a passing league, except in December and January. Those teams dominate games that can run the ball. The Cowboys have to have a balanced attack. You ain't gonna have it because you got Kellen Moore as your offensive coordinator, who is a pass-happy offensive coordinator. No way it can be balanced. He showed us that all last year. Kellen Moore has to know when to run the ball and when to pass the ball. So if you're saying that, that must obviously mean that he ain't figured it out yet. So he say he has to know when to. By now he ought to know. By now he ought to. He been look. So he don't. Then you said the Cowboys can't force the run. I'll give you a little credence in that, just a little bit. The Cowboys can't fall in love with the passing game. They have. That's what Kellen Moore calls. When you look at the stats, Dak Prescott predominantly throws the ball over 40 times a game. Just the truth. So they have fallen. Then you look at see how much we ran the ball. You see Ezekiel with 10 carries, Tony Pollard with 4. That automatically tell you they fell in love with the passing game. Cowboys coaching staff, you said McCarthy and Moore have used the talent on the Cowboys, especially on offense. McCarthy ain't done nothing because this is Kellen Moore's offense. McCarthy ain't doing nothing. Coach McCarthy said that whoever installs the plays are the ones that calls the plays. So they tell you in practice, he ain't doing nothing. He just standing there, and if they don't run it at full speed, he'll say, "Hey guys, let's run again. Go full speed." He ain't doing nothing. It's Moore who's installing the plays. It's his offense. Coach McCarthy ain't. He might be having a meeting with his coaches and say, "Hey, look, we need. There's a weakness there on the left side. We need to attack that defensive tackle or something like that." That's all he doing. He ain't calling nothing. It's more. You said they have used the talent on the Cowboys special offense. I can't argue with that because Moore's offense are ranked in the top 3 every year. So I can't argue with that. They produce, they score. It's just at the particular times in the game that Kellen Moore's inexperience shows up. And it shows up a lot. And then there's that theory that when we play good teams, the defense will shut them down. We'll beat up a bad team. Or we'll score 50 on them. Then you play somebody good, we're only scoring right at 15 to 17 points a game. Just the truth. Now, what Coach brought up tonight was awesome because what it did was open up an old wound from the Dallas Cowboys that never dies, and that's the word loyalty. They are loyal to whoever they're paying as far as contracts. If they're paying an exorbitant amount of money, that person is going to play, regardless if they're not good enough. If they're not good as the players that's behind them, they'll play them anyway. That's why Ezekiel was out there with a bum knee last year. Any other running back would have sat down and got the rest. The team would have forced that. The team would have took the helmet off. the team would have took the uniform off. Anytime Zeke, we all saw that last. As soon as Zeke get hit, he would go off limping. He done for the rest of the game. Knee was never right. Common sense tell you that the man needed to sit down. No, but because Zeke want to be quote unquote a warrior, and because y'all paying him so much money, he's fine. He's fine. He can go out there. No, he's not. You see, he ain't right. When it was obvious that Tony Pollard should have been getting the ball a whole lot more. And God bless Zeke, he still got 1,000 yards with a bum knee. Okay, whoop-de-doo. But he could have been so more effective if y'all would have gave him that rest that he needed since he wasn't having surgery. Tony Pollard and whoever else was the back could have done the job. They could have done the job, but they loyal to that. They were loyal to Jason Witten all those years, knowing he wasn't no threat. Knowing he wasn't a threat. Never let another tight end get on the field. Huh? I don't get it. Exactly, Karam. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. They're loyal to that. So again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Pollard is a better overall back than Ezekiel. What I am saying is when it's obvious that this guy can produce at a high level and help your team become better, you should be giving him the football. There's nowhere in the world you got a talent like that and he only getting the ball 4 times in a playoff game. That's what happened against San Francisco. It don't even make sense. It still don't make sense. I'm still trying to figure that one out. That's what happened. And so we got to, now we got to deal with that part, the loyalty issue. Your loyalty to LVE is killing me. I don't know why we are so loyal to LVE when we know he is a hindrance to this team. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're showing him the same loyalty that you showed Sean Lee. And we all know how Sean was a dog when he played, but he was on the sideline a whole lot more. Yeah, Talib, Washington he's out for 2 months. Yeah. We so loyal to a guy. It's almost like we try to prove. That's why they were so loyal to Connor Williams all those years. Connor Williams getting his brains kicked in every week. You never put nobody else in. Well, you tried it last year. You put McGovern in, and that didn't work out, so you put him back in. I give it that. But good God, how many years did he have to get cracked before you finally put somebody else in there? That's because you're trying to prove your point. He's a second-round pick. We're loyal to that second-round pick. We're going to make $1 out of 15 cents. We're going to prove that this guy can play. We're going to keep him out there. We all saw how that turned out. You were loyal to it. You just loyal to it. Cowboys, that was just a few of the names. It's some more that over the years, I can go with and just go with that. And you'll have dogs on the sideline, hungry, impact players that you won't do it because you're loyal to, okay, we're paying them the most money. They have to play. We got to get our money's worth. Rather than put them player that it's going to make a difference, put them in the game. But see, again, that goes back to Coach Marvin saying that's coaching. It's coaching. So, again, I don't know why everybody, I'll let y'all have it. Trust me. I hope some of you guys are right. I hope the Cowboys come out and, blazing. I hope that, I want it to happen. But it's just kind of hard for me to get hype about the same people that I know in position. I can't get hype about Kellen Moore. I'm sorry. I can't get hype about Kellen Moore. I already know what time it is. I can't do it. Y'all can do it, but I'm not. I can't get hype when I'm seeing Stephen Jones walking around like he Junior J.R. Ewing or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like he just raw. cheapest man in the NFL who think he gonna get a belt like the WBC world title belt, a boxing belt. They say he's the salary cap champion of the world. That's what he's doing. I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm sick of Jerry with his Jock Ewing looking. I mean, Jock Ewing looking. You know, I'm sick of him. Don't want to get in front of the camera, just run his mouth, ain't thinking, calling folks midgets. They had to come back and call. You know, he just talking. You know what I'm saying? Giving all these crazy saying that folk got to think about that he know don't make sense. Well, you know, a guy that had rice in his pocket got a long way. Folk be looking around like, what? You'll catch that later. That's what Jerry said. You'll catch it later. You know, a guy had a pocket full of rice and he went a long way. Everybody be looking around like, what? I'm sick of Jerry, man. He camera hungry. Well, you microphone hungry. Yeah, you telling us what Tony Pollard ought to do. Tony Pollard ought to line up and wide receiver. Let the coaches figure that out. Good God. Stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. You know, Ezekiel Elliott will be the number one running back. Duh. Tell us something we don't know. You've been the running back since he get number one running back since he got drafted in. You ain't saying nothing. Somebody, all this talk, everybody's talking. Everybody want to talk about Dak. Everybody, you know, everybody want to talk about Dak. Everybody want to talk about Quinn. Everybody want to talk about Michael Parsons. Everybody want to talk about Diggs. Everybody want to talk about Sam Williams and D-Law and all this kind of stuff. Everybody want to talk about what Zeke gonna do, Pollard gonna do, everything else without looking at the real issue. Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore has Mike McCarthy's job in the palm of his hand. If he don't get this offense going, Coach McCarthy is not going to last too much longer. And Kellen Moore won't either, because whoever your new, I'm going to show you how bad it is. This is what I see happening, y'all. I just know how the pressure gonna be if it's not starting off right. Everybody gonna be talking. You know, if we lose these first two games, oh my God! If we lose to Tampa and Cincinnati, you can only imagine how bad the sports talk is gonna be about the Dallas Cowboys and Coach McCarthy not keeping his job. If you know the Dallas Cowboys, if y'all been around here long enough, y'all should know by now how this thing gonna turn out. There's only one way that Kellen Moore can stay with the Dallas Cowboys, which I think is the eventual goal of Jerry Jones, is to make Kellen Moore the head coach one day. Now that's what I'm thinking. There's only one way, even if Coach McCarthy is gone. There's only one way that Kellen Moore can stay. You know how that would be? That is if Dan Quinn is the head coach, because Dan Quinn, he would give him the coach, and there'd be another guy that Jerry could run over slightly by saying, hey, you got the defense, you be the head coach. We got to keep Kellen Moore as our offensive coordinator, because that's the only OC that Dak Prescott knows. You got to keep him. See, if you bring a Sean Payton in here, which I don't think that would never happen anyway. If you bring a Sean Payton in here, goodbye Kellen Moore right there. That's gone. It's over with for him. Because Sean Payton calls his own plays. He ain't going to keep no Kellen Moore. If you bring in an outside coach, they're going to want their own OC. They ain't necessarily to go down, but if you keep Dan Quinn, it's a very easy transition. And then Dan Quinn gets 1 or 2 or 3 years to get it right. And then they'll fire him, then they're going to say, oh, my God, that's enough. Kellen Moore has been under Jason Garrett. He's been under Mike McCarthy. And he's been under Dan Quinn. He is ready now to ascend to the head coaching rank. That's my theory. Greg says with Gallup on the PUP list and Washington going down, who are the wide receivers you think will make the 53-man roster? I think that Semi and TJ Vassar, Noah Brown, Tolbert, Lamb.
+1
All will be there.
803-960-3584.
I don't know who this is, but I was just about to shut it down. But here we go. I don't know who this is. Let's see. Hello.
Call from
Coach Marv.
Oh, it's Coach again. All right. Coach. What's
up, Big Show? I got something. I got something to rile the Cowboy fans up, man.
Uh-huh.
You still there, Big Show?
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. I hear you.
Why? I tell you a question. Why is Amari Cooper not here on this team?
Oh Lord, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you make me answer. You know I know the answer. Don't you do that.
Okay.
It ain't causing the play either.
Yeah, it was. This is you picked up on this. We could have picked up on this when he spoke about CeeDee Lamb. About CeeDee Lamb, if CeeDee Lamb is being used correctly, he could be that guy. He was that guy. Amari Cooper is not on the Dallas Cowboys because he knew Kellen Moore was not capable of leading the offense in really big time situations, and he knew that this guy was too young and didn't know how to service and get the most out of it. They just got their talent was the only thing that was carrying them, not the scheme. And when he fell out with Kellen Moore, the Cowboys made a decision of Kellen over Cooper.
Yeah. That's part of it.
And it wasn't about no vaccination. Mm-hmm. It wasn't about no if you was available. It was about that he was going to be the one that was speaking up, and he was chirping, and he was speaking loudly in that locker room about we just get this because we just talented. It's not because of what you have schemed.
He went against the golden child. Yeah. That's what you're saying. He went against the golden child. That's what happened.
And that's why he was not in that. When people went against Jason Garrett,
they left.
And they started talking about Jason Garrett and Witten.
They left.
Guess what happened?
They were gone.
They were gone.
Uh-huh. Telling y'all.
So this is why Cooper is not here. And it ain't got nothing to do with, I believe Mike McCarthy knew Cooper was a good player.
Of course.
But when he spoke against Kellen Moore, and he spoke loudly within that locker room,
mm-hmm.
and that sealed his fate.
Yeah. I agree, Coach. Thank you. Again.
So if we want to talk about who this don't get, they picked Kellen Moore over Amari Cooper. And anybody else that says something, they will pick Kellen Moore over them.
Exactly. Appreciate you, Coach. I got to give you some hand claps on that. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate it. All right. Beautiful. And that's why I'm telling y'all, the ultimate goal is to have that young kid, because he's still very young, Kellen Moore. They'll say that he was under, he was under Garrett for all those years. He was under, they'll say he was under McCarthy. Then they're going to say he was under Dan Quinn. And once Quinn is let go, guess what? Oh, it ain't finna happen soon. It's not gonna happen too soon, but it ain't far away. It's you got to really think about it. How in the world does Kellen Moore keep surviving? How? because they protect them before the new coach comes in. That's what they did with McCarthy. Y'all know that. They say you can do anything you want. You just can't touch him. He is your offensive coordinator. No, he's too innovative. He's he's a great young man. He will be your offensive coordinator. Coach McCarthy. But I call plays. I'm a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. I coach Aaron Rodgers to his first MVP. We don't care nothing about that. No. You just coach. You just be a head coach. That's your offensive coordinator. You can hire your own defensive coordinator. Who you want? I want Mike Nolan. Okay, go ahead, sign him. But I know how to run plays. This Coach McCarthy talking, but I know what to do. I won a Super Bowl doing this. No. You just be a CEO and you let Kellen, because he's brilliant. He's a wonder kid. You just let him do what he do. Don't no. I coached Aaron Rodgers to an MVP. I know what I'm doing. I know how to run plays. I know how to run I got a 4-wide receiver offense. I got 2 good running backs. I know how to do a running game. I know. No, Lordy. No, you just, man, I ain't gonna tell you no more now. You need to just be a CEO. You get the meeting schedules together. You call the Zoom meetings over. We just need some structure. You need to just find a defensive, because I got my offensive guy. I got him. No, you go over there. No. Can I do input on offense? No. This is Kellen Moore offense. No. Dak, this all Dak. No. We don't need to scramble him up. We don't need to scramble him up. He's been in this offense for a couple years. No, we don't want your input. No. You just gonna make that structure. At 8 o'clock, offense meet. At 9 o'clock, defense meet. 10 o'clock, special teams meet. You just worry about that. Or make sure we got some food in here. You go over that too. You go do that. Matter of fact, you can go on there defense now. You can go talk on defense. But Mr. Jones, my greatest attribute as a coach is I'm a play caller. Well, you won't call no plays here now. You get 10 toes down, buckle up. You know the guy with the rice in his pocket go a long way. Mr. Jones, what you just say? Don't worry about that. You figure that out. Just get ready. Well, I crack my own self up sometimes. That's what he's saying. Y'all know that's what happened. That ain't nobody got a chance. That boy, look, Kellen Moore, Jerry pulled him in. Kellen Moore said, look, I got a chance to go back home. Boise State, they offered me the whole city of Boise. they just didn't offer me the coaching job. They offered me the whole city of Boise. I mean, can you beat that? Can you beat it, Jerry? Now look, son. Look, son. I got big plans for you. I just need you to hold it down. You're getting closer and closer. I need you to just stay right here. I need you to stay right here. I got big plans for you. He offered you the city of Boise. Boise ain't got that much money anyway. Let me throw a couple more million on your contract. Is that good enough, man? I got plans. Well, Jared, Mr. Jones, I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more stability than you telling me that. I need that because they offered me the city of Boise plus the coaching job, and I can run the program like the way I want to, and I can run my offense the way I can run all these gadget plays. I can run all these bubble screens and jet sweeps from the 1 yard line. I can do all that there, and nobody gonna say nothing. But over here, they say something about it. Don't worry about what everybody say. You just worry about what I say. Okay? I can control you, see. I can control you, so you got to stay here, okay? You got to stay, all right? And what do you need? Money's not object, son. I'm the most valuable franchise in the world. What you want? I got it. Oh, you need what you need, $1 million? I'll drop in the bucket. Here you go, right here. You stay here. You call the plays. I got Dak Prescott here. It is all he knows. I want to cross him up. I need you to stay right here because I need you to keep Dak. Just progress Dak. He's gotten better and better every year under your leadership. I can see the growth. We got to have it. We don't want to start over again. You need another $1 million on top of that? Okay, I got you. Right now we're at 2. You need another house? I own real estate. I get you. You need land with that? Okay, I got you. There it is. There's the land there. We'll start construction tomorrow. Because the man with the rice in his pocket, he goes a long way. Mr. Jones, I still don't understand that. I'm just a kid. Don't worry about that, son. Keep living. You'll get it. Don't go nowhere. Don't. You're not going anywhere. But I want to be the head man of the program, son. In a couple of years, I'm going to give you the greatest gift that any man could have. You're going to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Do you understand what that means? Do you understand the unreal riches of being the Dallas Cowboys head coach? You're going to be there. I got to get rid of some of these other guys first. I'm going to put pressure on them. They got to win. And I'm going to say that. Kelly, come here. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. When we do the opening press conference, I'm going to say, they're going to ask me, what do you want? I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to tell them. Anything other than playoffs, I got to have it this year. I'm getting older. That's what I'm going to tell them. Now, I already know we probably ain't going to reach there, but they give me the green light to just knock off one more check so you can get closer and closer to your final destination. What you going to do after that? Well, I planned it perfectly. Actually, I got 2 head coaches on the sideline already. It's an easy transition. Dan Quinn can keep coaching the defense. Coach McCarthy will be gone. It's not a hard transition. You'll still be the offensive coordinator. And then at the end of the year, there's going to be some serious discussion on whether Dan Quinn going to stay. See, I'm going to do double pressure. See, Coach McCarthy may not make it to the bye week, Kellen. You know what? A man with the rice in his pocket, he goes a long way. So if I get rid of McCarthy during the season, because there's going to be so much pressure, and then Quinn steps right in, and then Quinn does not make the playoffs, depending on where we at, then I can blame him too. And then I can get rid of 2 birds with 1 stone. And I still got that rice in my pocket. So you know what that means? At the end of the year, you're free. And then I can pump you up and say, you learned from all these head coaches, and now you're ready to take over. I told you, son, I'm just like J.R. Ewing. I got a plan. And my plan involves you. Sign your name right here on this contract. Don't worry about boys. I'll get rid of them. Don't worry about that. Because just in case you ain't figured it out, I'm the man with the rice in my pocket. I better go. I'm a fool. I know y'all thinking this boy here crazy. I know y'all thinking I'm a fool. I'm out of here. I'm done tonight. I'm done. I'm telling y'all think I'm funny. Y'all go y'all mark this one down. Y'all say this video. The Cowboys better be right by bye week. That's the first step. Watch. Y'all what I'm telling you. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening to me tonight. Let's go on, go to bed, y'all. Let's go. Well, some of y'all young. I'm old, so I'm going to bed. Oh no, I ain't gonna go to bed. I'm gonna hang out for a minute. All right, I appreciate y'all. Listen, y'all see how the ticker there. You see the ticker. You know how to support the podcast if you like it. Cash App, $ the Big Time Show. Those are some of my handles, as you can see. If you want to subscribe to the Big Time Show on a monthly basis, it could be just $1 if you want. You come out your bank card. There it is, the Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. Whatever you want to do is fine. I appreciate it if you do that. If you're on Podbean, you can just hit that red reward bag there. It'll take you to where you need to be, and you can make a decision on how you can support the podcast monthly as well. Listen, I'll be with you guys on Saturday for sure. But the way training camp going, you probably see me a little bit before Saturday at 3:00. All right. There's something, the Cowboys are back. There's something every day to talk about. We're officially out of the off season now. We head into week 1 to meet Mr. Brady. And we'll see. All right. See you guys later. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only. Y'all know what to do now. I'm sorry, I almost got out of here too quick. Y'all know what to do. Y'all put your hands together now. That's what we need. Y'all know how we leave. Y'all been with me for a while, so you know how we leave. Go on, put your hands together now, because you know we're gonna groove our way out. And y'all know how I do it. And y'all know I'm not scared. Y'all know y'all gonna get the truth down here with me. You know you are. You know it. You know I'm not scared of saying, look, I don't understand the Cowboys. I'm gonna cheer for them, but I don't understand them. All right. I don't understand it. I'm saying the same things over and over again. I can't even get excited. I can't. Y'all getting excited over TJ Vasher climbing up in there. And I'm like, what y'all hype for? Is he gonna get in the game? I'm done. This is the Big Time Show.